What up, YouTube? Today we're talking about degridding. Excuse me. I was right in the middle of making a smoothie. Okay, anyway, what is degridding? D-E-G-R-I-D-D-I-N-G, degridding. So, this is something I've done, uh, and what it means is you more or less disconnect from uh, the grid, meaning I've taken this to extremes, but for the lay person, it means you put yourself in a position that you don't have to do, you don't have to labor, you don't have to work. You put yourself in a position so that you don't have to do anything for a long period of time. In my case, it's been 2 months. Technically, I still have a month, but I'm getting kind of antsy. So, I might start doing some few grid things, but the reason I'm talking about this is because it's extremely important. In the past 2 months, from being degridded, my mind has completely transformed. I'm a different person. And so that's meaningful. That's very meaningful. And what I wanted to say was it's actually, if you're watching this video and you're saying, I could never degrid, I think that let me just be frank, you've made a serious mistake with your life. And the reason I'm saying that is because I can't express to you how important it is that you degrid. And that you do this for an extended period of time. One of the problems with being stuck in the grid for your entire life is that you never go through the necessary operations in your brain to actually evaluate correctly what's going on in your life. Most people look at it like you're running. This is the grid. You're running from a dog that's going to bite you on the ass, and if you don't do it, then it's gonna bite you on the ass. So you better keep working. That's the grid. And until you stop, until you tell that dog, stop chasing me right now, you will never, ever, ever think clearly. You will always be running from the dog. And it's so important that you think clearly. Now, you can't actually know until you've done this. Millionaires often have this opportunity. I happen to have this opportunity. Billionaires have this opportunity. They can degrid. We can degrid, right? For a long period of time. And evaluate what's going on with the world. What is this place? What's really going on? Because as far as you know, you're a prisoner on the biggest plantation in the world running from a dog that's going to bite you in the fucking ass. That's all you know. That's what you've known since you grew up. And until you get a clear view, you can't understand exactly what that means. You really have no idea. And so, if you're in the position where you're saying to yourself as you watch this, I have no idea how you did that, and I couldn't do that. My life cannot permit me to do that. I have too much responsibility. That's the dog chasing you. And you've made a mistake. Now, some of you are already set in your life and nothing's going to change for you, but if you stumbled onto my video and you're quite young, make no mistake, you must at all costs find a way to degrid. Sometimes. It's okay to be in the grid most of the time. But if you cannot degrid for months at a time, at least 2, but no, at least 3. Because It's not just that I've been out for 2 months, it's that I know I have another month on the other side of this. You must be able to degrid. It is the only way you're going to actually have any semblance of peace of mind. All that chaos in your mind that you experience, those thoughts that keep you up at night, the regular stress, all of the bullshit, it all comes from the grid. The grid is feeding all of that into your head. It's making you lose everything that you naturally love. All of the stresses that you regularly experience come from the grid. And you can't really know. You can get just a taste of what it really is. If you're a very enlightened, awakened person, then when you're gridded, you get like kind of a taste of like, I kind of understand what's going on. But until you literally sit on your ass in a cave, basically, on the internet, just for months on end doing nothing, you cannot know how much of a mistake it is to be gridded up for your entire life. It's vastly destructive to yourself, and for no good reason. You must find a way to escape. And it doesn't have to be permanent. Just understand what it is. Find a way and understand what's going on. Life is not just running from a dog. It doesn't have to be, and it shouldn't be. To take this time off is more or less the, I would say, spiritual equivalent to what your brain is doing when you sleep. So, how long has it been since you haven't slept? Summer vacation since you were in high school? Think about that. How spiritually damaged are you? How awful must your life be if you haven't genuinely had spiritual rest in that much time? They are fucking with you. You must find a way to degrid. I hope that if you watch this, you understand what I'm saying, and that you find your way.